What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Micaiah, and today we are going to be talking about Euphoria Season 2, Episode 1. I'm going to be doing a recap / review on it. Don't forget to turn on post notifications and like and subscribe. And all of my social medias will be linked in the description down below. And let's get into this video. So, where do you even begin, right? Euphoria. This show is absolutely insane. I mean, season 1, as all of you know, Zendaya won an Emmy for it. It was highly praised. The cinematography was absolutely stunning. Everything, the acting was phenomenal. Hunter Schafer's Jules was a highlight for me. She bodied her first role. For this to be her first time acting, I was so beyond impressed with her. I gotta give a shout out to Jacob Elordi for his performance as Nate in season 1. It was absolutely phenomenal. And the whole entire cast, season 1, came with it through and through. The acting, the makeup, the way they dressed, like I said, once again, the cinematography, the way it was shot was just so special. So going into this season, I know that a lot of people had high expectations, and I definitely for sure had some. So going into the season 2, episode 1 definitely was a crazy ride. So the episode starts off with us finally getting a backstory for FEZ. And I'm so excited because I absolutely love FEZ. He's one of my favorite characters. I feel like he's so underrated, and he is extremely, he was a standout for season 1 for me. I love his relationship with Rue. I feel like he truly wants better for her, and I feel like, I know he's a drug dealer, but he's like such a nice one. That's such a weird thing to say, but he's like the nicest drug dealer I've ever seen before in my life. So I absolutely love FEZ. So getting to see his backstory was truly a highlight for me for sure. So we get to see his upbringing with his grandma. And if you guys wonder what this is just my page of notes I'm going through to make sure I don't leave out anything and don't forget anything. So we get to see his backstory with his grandma, and that was super special to me. She was such a, what's even the word? She was such a powerful being. She literally embodied all the qualities of a bad ASS. I'll put it that way. She didn't take crap from nobody. She literally shot Fez's dad in his freaking legs as he was receiving fellatio. So that woman definitely, she is not like other people, and she is something special for sure. And I very much enjoy getting to see her and her backstory. We also found out how Ashtray got his name. Took a cigarette butt and put it in his mouth while he was in the bath, in the sink, and that's how his infamous name was born. We get to see that FEZ was good at math due to having to help his grandma with the drug business, but he still ended up dropping out sadly. But he was very good at math. We also figure out why he seems to have kind of like a missing piece mentally. He was hit over the head with a crowbar while trying to intervene with his grandma beating the crap out of someone. So we found that out, and I love getting to see that he had to step up from an early age after his grandma got sick. And then it's also sad because I kind of feel like he blames himself in a way because of their drug business. He decided to drive his grandma to the hospital when she passed out at their house instead of calling the police, and they basically said that probably affected her chances of ever waking up. So I feel like he probably deals with that in a way, but he really grew up and he took over the business in stride, and he did it well, and I feel like he's doing a great job. Him and Ashtray are managing very well. So after we find out about FEZ's story, we end up getting to flashback to the present. We see Zendaya as Rue again, and she's dancing to Tupac in the car, and you could tell she's obviously high. And the Ashtray gets sick of her and it's like, will you tell her to shut up, please? And honestly, I feel him to a certain degree, but then again, when you're playing Tupac, you be quiet. So we get to see her, and we definitely see that she is relapsed, and she is in the backseat of the car while they're going to deal with some drug-related business. And so Fez and Ashtray tell her to stay her butt in the car while they go deal with this. And Rue ends up meeting Faye. Where do I even start with Faye? First of all, what's wrong with her lips? Let's get that out the way. First of all, what is wrong with her lips? Whoever did her lip fillers needs to be in jail now, because she looks a goddamn mess. And she meets Rue, and can we talk about how funny the switch up was in that convo? It was going well at first. Rue was like, "I'm Rue, nice to meet you," fist bump. And then she was like, "You're probably eating that ginger's butt for drugs." And I'm like, whoa. How did we even get here? I'm lost. How did you get to this? And after that, she starts shooting heroin into her crotch, and Rue's like, "Oh God, please stop." And they end up getting taken in to Mouse's drug supplier's house, and he makes everybody strip in this super anxiety-inducing scene. And after that, we get to see that happen. And Jesus, after that, they leave the scene. They find out that a woman runs kind of like the drug empire now. And Rue, obviously not taking in the fact that she almost freaking died, keeps talking about how cool it is that a woman's running the drug enterprise. And basically it sparks an idea in her head. And Fez is like, "I'm really gonna slap the crap at you because we just died and you over here thinking it's funny when it's not." But I digress. The girl needs help. We all can agree with that. Rue, I ship Rue in rehab. That's all I have to say. She needs it. At this point, the girl is gone. Like, I love my Ruru, I really do, but she needs help. So we are taken to the New Year's party. We see Jules again. She's having a good time. She basically is just kind of like, "I just want to forget my worries and everything right now. Don't want to deal with nothing really." And Kat is there, and we see Kat and Ethan. Jules is like, "Y'all are disgusting." And they kind of share, you see that they're in a healthy place, so we think. And then, dear Lord, Cassie. Where do I start? Where do I begin? Girl. Cassie. So, first of all, she was being dramatic and got into a fight with Lexi and decides to leave Lexi's car while they're on the way to the party, the New Year's party. It ends up at convenience store. And guess who pulls up? Yep, you guessed it. Nate Jacobs. Do I have any words for Nate? I do, but none of them are good. So I'm going to move on. The boy takes advantage of Cassie being in a depressed, kind of sad state, because as we know, she broke up with McKay last season. And she's kind of in this state where she doesn't know what she's doing right now. And Nate is like, "I'll give you a ride to the party." And this lunatic gets her even more drunk and gives her beer and drives 100 miles per hour on the way to the party with Cassie's head hanging out of the car. Am I the only one who thought of Hereditary when that happened? Literally, I was like, I swear to God, I hope her head don't get decapitated by a pole, because you don't put your head out the car. You don't put your head out the car, period. Especially not while you're driving 100 miles per hour. Sweetie, what are you doing? What are you doing? So they finally end up going to the party, And I know I'm probably a little bit all over the place, y'all. I'm not going in order of the way things happen. But we get to see Lexi and FEZ have an adorable moment at the party. That was their scenes together. To me, this episode were a highlight. I thought they were so sweet. I love that we're getting to see more of Lexi this season. She's such a treasure. I truly enjoyed her performance in season 1. I didn't feel like we got to see enough of Maud in season 1. And I am so grateful we're getting to see more of her this season. And I feel like her and Fez's burgeoning relationship is definitely going to be a highlight for this season. So I'm excited to see how it plays out and where it goes. And after that, we're able to cut to Maddie is at the party, and she has to pee. Queen that she is, Maddie, always having to pee. Can we talk about the girl? Our girl looks good. The black dress she has on, she didn't come to play. So she shows up to the party and is looking for the bathroom, and none other than Cassie and Nate are in the bathroom hooking up. You know, I wanted to defend Cassie. I really did. But after episode 2, and don't worry, my recap of episode 2 will be up shortly. I have nothing but negative things to say about sis. I tried to defend her. I wanted to. I really, really, really did. Whew. Let me take off my glasses. I gotta get into this so bad. Let me try. So she's banging on the door and she realizes Nate is in there. So she only thinks Nate is in there. And she's like, "Are you taking a crap?" And so she thinks Nate is just pooping, and that's what's taking him so long. But in reality, Cassie's in there, and Cassie gets into the bathtub, and the infamous bathtub picture is born. And we get to see that crazy crap play out. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I nearly wet myself laughing when Maddie realized there was no tissue paper, so she wiped her coochie with a towel, and if she threw it into the tub and it fell on Cassie's face. Y'all, I hollered. That has to be one of the funniest, nastiest scenes from in all of Euphoria. Literally, I could not stop laughing. I just thought it was hellacious. I was like, you know what? I want to feel bad for her, but she got what she deserved. I mean, Cassie got what she deserved. No other way to put it. And after that, we cut to Rue meeting Elliot, played by Dominic Fike this season. I am super excited to see Elliot in his storyline this season. I adore Dominic Fike. I think he is gonna do a great job. Can we talk about the Apple logo tattoo he has on his face? I kind of dig it. I mean, I have nothing. It's something else that I didn't notice until episode 2 when they zoomed in on him. I was like, this man has an Apple logo on his face. Okay. I didn't really know how to feel about it, but I mean, I wonder what possessed him to get that tatted on his face. But moving on, we see Elliot is snorting what looks like cocaine. I'm not sure exactly what it was on the dryer, and Rue's like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Nothing." She's like, "Yeah, you are. You doing drugs in here, basically. And can I join?" And Elliot, being the nice person he is, obliges and allows her to indulge in more drugs with her. Which, might I add, oh yeah, let me preface. Rue went back into the car and injected the heroin that Faye was gonna inject into herself. And I also think she used the same needle. I'm pretty sure she used the same needle that Faye had in her crotch to inject the heroin into herself. Y'all, I will never be down bad enough to inject a drug into my system that somebody else injected into their coochie area. I will never need a fix that bad. The girl can have hepatitis, anything. Once again, I ship Rue with rehab. This girl is injecting heroin that's been in somebody else's feminine areas into her body. Then she nearly scares the living crap out of Elliot because the girl almost goes into cardiac arrest from all the drugs she's taking that night. And Elliot's like, girl, are you good? Like, you can't be, if you want to take drugs, I strongly urge against it. But your life is your life. Your choices are your choices. It's your prerogative. But don't scare the crap out of somebody else and make them and have them thinking you finna go into cardiac arrest because you don't care about your life. Girl, stop it. Get some help. Literally. That's all that's the epitome of what keeps popping into my head every time I see Rue do something this season. Stop it. Get some help. So after that, after the girl nearly scares the crap out of Elliot, and it's like, oh, hello, heart. There you are. Yeah, no crap. It almost stopped beating because you're crazy and you're overloading it with drugs right now. She runs into Jules again, and they have a talk about her relapsing, which was a talk that needed to be had, but there's still so much they need to talk about. And like I said, I don't want, some people probably will vote for me, but I don't want her and Jules together because Rue doesn't need to be with nobody right now. She needs to be with herself and the Lord because the girl needs some help. That's the only person I ship her with is rehab right now. That's it. People was all over Twitter talking about, I like her with Elliot, I like her with Jules, like her with rehab. Can we make that a ship name? Please. Because that's what our girl needs. Oh, Jesus. So, after Jules and Rue talk it out, and they end up later on in the episode kissing and getting back together, which didn't need to happen. I digress. And Nate starts being a freaking creep after McKay arrives at the party and talks to Cassie privately. He goes, did you screw her at the party? Did you do this and did you do that stuff that I can't even say on YouTube? Did you do this? Did you do that? Getting all up in McKay's face. Like, boy, what is wrong with you? Back up. First of all, he is such a freaking creep. Like, literally, ew. All I'm going to say is Jacob Elordi plays the heck out of Nate. That's all I'm going to say. Because every time he comes up on the screen, the chills that I get down my spine out of disgust are true. And they are real. Truly. So he has that creepy scene. And then FEZ, oh, my favorite part of the episode, notices that homeboy Nate is at the party. Last time they interacted, it didn't go too well. They both threatened one another. And we know the FEZ threatened to kill Nate. And Nate's response was to call the police and have them raid Fezco's house. So he's like, oh, being his usual Nate self, didn't you say you were gonna kill me last time you saw me? Yeah, he did. Sure did. 100% did. Problem? And let's just say that FEZ holds true to his word dang near. FEZ smashes him over the head with a bottle and nearly beats that man into oblivion. Every hit, I was like, yes, do it again. Another one. Let's go. Because he deserved it. Each hit was for the for abusing Maddie last season, for threatening Jules last season, for talking crazy to Rue last season, for calling the police on Fez and having them raid Fez's house last season. Each one of them hits was for all of that last season. I was like, give me more. Like, I want to see more. And can we talk about how funny it was that Cassie tried to interject? First of all, girl, you hooked up with this man one time. You over here jumping in to defend him. So now, McKay, help him, McKay. Girl, shut up. Shut up. I was so happy when Fez pushed her off. I was like, girl, if you don't, go on somewhere before you start beating on YouTube. Because you deserve one, low key. So I would advise you stay away. For your own health and safety. So after that, everybody finally gets Fez off of him. Blood is everywhere. Nate's face literally looks like it's been crushed in like a compactor. I mean, homeboy looks awful. And they start taking him out to the car. And you see Maddie, McKay, and Cassie taking him to the car. And the episode ends after Rue and Jules look at him and they're like, oh well. And the episode ends. Y'all, episode was crazy. I remember just sitting there after it ended being like, wow, Euphoria is back. Like, in full effect, truly. Absolutely hilarious. Some parts, once again, I'm hoping for the best for Rue this season, but it's not looking good right now. It's not looking good. Let's say a collective prayer for our homegirl, because she needs help. She truly, truly does. And I hope that she is able, and I feel like it's going to take everything falling apart before she finally is forced to start piecing her life back together. Because it's sad, but some people truly have to hit rock bottom before they start finally putting in an effort to better themselves and to make better decisions and make better life choices. So I'm excited to see where this season goes, and I hope things turn out for the best. But this is Euphoria. You got to be prepared for any and everything. Be prepared for nudity. Be prepared to see things that are hard to see stuff that you never wanted to see. We're going to get more into that in episode 2 recap. Trust and believe, there was some stuff I saw in episode 2 that your girl did not want to see. But with that being said, you guys, thank you for watching my recap on Euphoria Season 2, Episode 1. I will have the recap for Episode 2 up hopefully soon after. And please don't forget to turn on post notifications, like, comment, and subscribe. My social medias will be linked in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching my review. And have a great day or night, wherever you are.